Well, hello. This is Mike Wood here to tell you how to work with scam fraud offers on eBay. If you get somebody who agrees to buy a product but then doesn't pay, or maybe tries to get you to send the item without them paying, or maybe they'll even send you an email to make it look like they've paid so that you'll send the item to them. This is something that will happen very commonly if you are brand new to eBay, if you have zero feedback or very low feedback, and if you list a popular item like an iPhone or a cell phone or computer items or jewelry or something like that. Popular electronics, popular jewelry items, you're going to get hit with this. And most likely the very first one you put up, you're going to get hit with it. What they'll do is contact you and give you some excuse to why they can't pay right away and ask you to send it and they'll pay later, or they'll ask you for your PayPal email address, which they shouldn't need to do through eBay's system. They don't need to do. And then they'll send you a fraudulent email making it look like they've paid. So first thing you're going to do is come into eBay and look at these little links here. And if it's all gray, then they haven't checked out. Okay? If it's gray here instead of black, then they haven't paid for the item. And so that's what you're going to check first. And if there's no payment there and they've tried to make it look like they've paid, then you're not going to ship it. Okay? So that's the first thing. Now, second, if they're trying to get you to ship the item, then you need to report them to eBay. If they're trying to make it sound like they've shipped the item, but trying to make it look like they've paid for the item, but they really haven't, then you need to report them. If they ask for your email address so that they can make payment, you need to report them. Those are all indicators of fraud. Okay? So what I want to show you here is how to report somebody and how to cancel the transaction. So first, you'll come into the Actions drop-down. It'll either be here on the left side or over on the right side of your list, but there will be an Actions column, and usually it'll say Print Shipping Label or Send Invoice or something like that. And if you click on that, let me see if I can show you the drop-down options that'll be there. So when you click on that drop-down there, it's going to give you this list of options, okay? And basically you have to choose which of these we want to do. Well, this one right down here is one, report the buyer. So we would report them for, fraud, attempting fraud. And they don't have a specific option for that. You just have to choose other and then explain the situation and what's happening. But you report the buyer. Now, I don't have it in this listing right now because a case has already been opened for this one for them not paying. But if you have somebody, let's see, here we go. So let's say we still have the option here to cancel order. That's the next thing you want to do is go in and cancel the order or the transaction. If you are listing a iPhone or computer, electronic, or jewelry type item, even if it's your own, and you don't have any feedback, I would recommend not relisting that item until after you have feedback of at least 10. Then you won't have to worry about these fraudulent issues happening because they're just trying to go after people who are new, gullible, don't know any better, because that's where they succeed most of the time with these scams. So cancel the order, report the buyer, and just I'll go through and just show you what you'll see if you go into the report a buyer option. On the next screen, you're going to have these options here. Buyer made unreasonable demands. Well, if they're asking you to ship the item without payment, that's an unreasonable demand. Abuse this or misused returns or other problems. So if it's something else, other problems, like they're asking for your email address, then you could click on here and go to this, your problem isn't listed here, and explain that they're trying to make it look like they paid when they didn't, or they're trying to communicate outside of eBay or something like that, and then submit it. Okay? So simple as that. If you get those types of situations, that's how you take care of fraud on eBay.